This is Fictional Mindbender. So I'm going to take a little break from the norm a little bit here and talk about something that relates a little bit to real life. This week has been a big week for me in terms of shows that I watch. I just finished the season finale of Mandalorian and also Star Trek Picard. Both shows have been very entertaining to me, but I've also been hearing a lot spoken about the message of the shows that they represent. Whenever this topic seems to come up, it seems to be spoken with disappointment by YouTube reviewers, as well as fans who haven't liked the messages that these shows were promoting or seem to be promoting, or rather that they were hoping for. That it went contradictory to their expectations. Take The Mandalorian and Picard, for example. One was criticized for its protagonist refusing to change his beliefs by rejecting the dogma regarding helmets, and the other was criticized for possibly suggesting that the problem in society is young people, Generation Zers and Millennials, and that it's up to the older generation to set things right, rather than moving forward with said generation of the future. So for me, this is just downright weird at best, and at worst is kind of cringe. But you may ask, how so? In my opinion, waiting for fictional properties to give shoutouts to your favorite cause or pander to your personal beliefs is like going to church or a temple to get your daily sermons. If people care that much about messages and wanting to be encouraged in something, then I think they might as well go to one of these places. Don't get me wrong though. On the one hand, I do get it. Having one's values publicly acknowledged and supported on a mainstream platform is validating and can make them feel seen, for example. Also, it's not like it's a new phenomenon either. This aspect has been going on since there's been public entertainment in human society. Whether it was through stories and traditions told by campfires, myths performed in theaters, or social values that were performed and promoted in the era of modern media that started back in the 1950s. Now, what bothers me about it, however, is how much credit is given to this. It feels like there's a modern expectation that if a show seems to promote an idea in their story that doesn't match our own, or maybe goes along with it, then that belief is then validated and then justified. That seeing the crew of the Enterprise save the day from Borg-obsessed millennials and Gen Zers is going to result in something like that actually happening in real life. Or that the Mandalorians choosing to hold on to their conservative beliefs is somehow going to result in their audience doing the same thing. To put it another way, progressive values have been on the rise in the last 30 years, with more and more media promoting it mainstream. Yet, conservative leaders still get elected, sometimes twice in a row. Laws still get passed that more or less spat in the face of those values, and were put there by people who were voted in there by people who believed in those values and what they represent. Moreover, these shows are entertainment, not propaganda. Yes, Hollywood is susceptible to changing ideas of social values and more often than not, and probably even more so, money. But make no mistake, it's always about the money. And the moment any social value stops earning cash flow in one way or another, you can bet your ass that that idea is going to stop getting promoted and it's going to get dropped. Even bending the knee to small minorities of fans who want the shows to remove characters that they don't agree with is only because of the bad press and whoever gets the loudest voice that then affects the cash flow. What I'm saying is that it's unauthentic. No matter how many platitudes that they give or how many talk show audience applaud it, it's still the same thing and will eventually result in the disappointment somewhere down the road that they will change their values based on what's making the most money. Hence why I say go to a religious institution if you really want to talk values, because at least there, they genuinely believe in your cause. That's all I really have to say about it though, and it's just really a minor nitpick in a larger scheme of things. But other than that, if you happen to agree with that or disagree with that, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, this is the Fictional Mindbender, and you guys have a good day.